I've had that happen one other time. I don't know if it's because it's so close to the food line or what.
Probably,
But
but yeah,
I
that
was,
was.
I was like, wait a second. It says pickup arrived at pickup location. I was like, I don't see him anywhere.
Yeah, that's
I looked
why.
at my thing. It was like food line. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I decided to call because, like, yeah, this seems kind of strange.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
that it couldn't happen. I mean, you could come over, picked up some lunch, and decided to go to work from there.
well, what I did was I went to go get a refill of these when they opened.
Okay.
I may have hit it while I was walking back to the apartment, so that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. Well, did you have a good day yesterday?
I did have a good day. Yeah.
What is it that you do again?
I'm a buyer for an agriculture company. So,
You didn't tell me this.
yeah, I don't think I did yesterday. So, I basically it's a big agriculture company.
Okay.
We got many different departments like seed and fertilizer and chemical. And we have a bunch of locations that sell direct to the customer. Customer being, being anyone from a farmer
Uh-huh.
to like someone who owns like a golf course or, there's all different kinds of stuff there. So the customer will, put in a request for the location more often than not. Sometimes they don't. We'll just have it on, in stock, just like a store would.
Right.
But most of the time it's like special ordered stuff. And I'm kind of like the buyer for the location, and the location is kind of like the middleman. So they give their order to me, and I make a PO for it. And then I go to the vendor, request the product, get pricing, where we're going to be picking it up from, set up location with the truck drivers, give that information back to the location, and then I finish out the POs with the invoices. So,
All right, so I gotta ask.
yeah,
So, what is the company you work for?
Helena.
Who is it?
Helena.
Helena.
Yep.
So you're a distribution place, yeah?
Well,
Had it
it's
turned out?
it's Helena Agriscience,
Okay.
so it's just a big agriculture company. Now we do like kind of like the middleman stuff where we're, sending the product to the locations, but the locations are ours that are selling it, and we get it from the vendor.
Because I've never heard of a storefront Helena.
I don't think there is a storefront because most of the time, if you're in direct contact with the locations, it's not like an average, person. It's more like a farmer.
Right.
Because they have those big bulk orders. Like we don't deal in like one bag, two bags. These are like $1 million, $100,000 orders
Okay.
at one time. But yeah, it's I believe it to be the largest privately owned agriculture company in the world.
So do you guys produce what you sell as well, or?
So we do produce some of our own products with the help of another vendor. Kind of like Walmart has their own products, but they work with the vendors who make the products.
Right.
Kind of the same thing, but we do have our own products in our own bags.
Okay.
And it started out of Helena, Arkansas.
Okay.
And I'm from Arkansas, so it's kind of a good fit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good company to work for.
Okay.
I just recently started. My mom and dad both work there. So.
Okay. So I take it they're nationwide at least, right?
Are they? I think they're just in the USA.
Yeah, nationwide.
Oh, nationwide, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
The nation is the USA. A little bit slow right there.
That's okay. It's
Early
okay.
morning.
You haven't finished your
My drink,
interview
yeah.
drink yet. Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to think, I don't think we have too many locations, but I'd say, just off the top of my head, over 100 for sure.
Okay. So when somebody pulls up to a location, they're pulling up with a semi truck
Usually.
wanting stuff.
Right. Yep.
They're not pulling up with a pickup truck.
No. No, I mean, there's times that we'll get bulk orders that a conglomerate of farmers have put together, and they'll divvy up amongst themselves. Just because you're gonna get better pricing on a bulk order. But no, yeah, no one's pulling up in a pickup truck and grabbing this stuff. The smallest loads we do are, you know, what's the smallest I've seen? Probably like 80 bags,
Okay.
which would be 2 pallets worth of 50-pound bags.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be hard to haul that in a pickup truck.
Not gonna do it. Yeah. 'Cause, I would imagine that probably each pallet weighs a ton.
Yeah, 50-pound bags, 40, 50-pound bags. Yep, 2,000 pounds, short ton.
Yeah. So the ton, and then that you can put that. Not 2 of them in a pickup.
Yeah.
I have put in my F-150 half-ton truck.
Yeah.
I have put an entire ton in the back of that.
And it was able to go?
And was able to go.
Wow, that
Yeah.
is impressive.
Yeah, I didn't like it, and neither did the truck, because it was like this, going down the road.
Yeah, it was
I
kind
could
of...
barely feel the front wheels touching. But it did it. Good thing was I didn't have to get on the interstate. It was all back roads,
Yeah.
so that was good.
My first job I ever had, I was working at Big Lots, and I was working in the furniture department. And so I was selling furniture and loading up furniture. There'd be some crazy things people do with that furniture to get it on the car.
Yeah.
Especially mattresses. Like, I've strapped like 5 mattresses down on the roof. I'm like, how is your roof not caved in?
Right? Yeah, that's crazy. What would do that to my little car around?
I know. It'd be like a little car, like that little, I don't know if that's a Toyota up there, but something like
Nissan,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, strap it down on that.
that's crazy.
I've seen
I
people.
can't imagine 5 mattresses on top of that.
I know.
That's
We had like
insane.
those bungee cords we looped underneath.
That's insane.
It was wild. And then people pulling up. There used to be this app we worked with called Dolly, and they would like pick up furniture from a store and deliver it to your place, kind of like Uber Eats but for furniture.
Okay.
And there was this one guy that was working on it. He pulled up in a Ford Ranger, but like an older one.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And
The little
we
small
stacked
one.
so much furniture on that. That thing was like almost hitting the ground in the back. It was crazy.
Like Sanford and Son.
Yeah, it was insane. I was like, dude, like, what's gonna happen if you hit like a speed bump or something?
You gotta be good at playing Tetris to do that, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of Tetris working there for sure. But it was fun. Not something you want to do forever, because I was like the young buck, and so when you're young and you're dumb,
Heavy lifting.
yeah, they make you do a lot of heavy lifting. They really take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So I never got hurt though. I don't have any like pain from lifting. I know it wasn't good for me to be like lifting like mattresses over my head. Like I was like, we had like this top compartment that had places for all the mattresses.
Wow.
I would take them off the truck, carry them over there, put the mattresses on my shoulder and slide them in there. And it was like way above my head, so I kind of had to like jump slide.
Yeah, that's like a rule number 2, right besides lifting with your legs,
Yeah,
is you're not supposed to lift heavy objects over your head.
right.
It's number 2 rule.
Yep.
And you broke it all the time.
I broke it all the time. And carrying like big old mattresses and sofas on like a dolly by yourself, like going underneath a door, so you gotta like bend down and angle the dolly to fit the
You know,
mattress.
It's pretty crazy, because I've seen some videos of like dudes carrying refrigerators by themselves.
Yeah, I've seen that too. That's insane.
No way,
Them
man.
dudes got that farm strength.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, nope, I ain't doing that.
Like my dad used to talk about, because he grew up on the farm,
Uh-huh.
and he used to talk about like him and his dad doing crazy farm strength type stuff, like slinging hay bales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And what's even more insane, I know it's true, because back when I was working out all the time, I was pretty jacked up. Obviously not now, because I stopped and been eating too much ice cream. But I was kind of jacked up. And my brother, I have a brother, Jay, he's like 6'5", jacked up too. He's still jacked.
Okay.
But we were arm wrestling my dad, and none of us could beat him. Just that dad, old man farm strength,
Yeah.
unbeatable.
Nice. Show the young bucks what's up.
Yeah, really. He don't work out very much, but man, he's got that grip strength, and
Yeah.
that's just natural. After a certain point, you just don't lose it.
Yeah. Yeah. Fortunate, I've never had to work that hard in my life.
Yeah. I mean, I've never worked like on a farm working. Yeah, I've never worked that hard ever. I mean, the hardest work I think I've ever done was I was in the military, and that's pretty hard, especially at first.
Yeah, well, yeah, the boot camp.
Yeah, boot camp was crazy.
What,
I was not ready for that.
What branch were you in?
Air Force, which I know Chair Force, not that hard, but listen, the boot camp.
I wasn't gonna judge. I wasn't gonna say that.
You get there and you get like no sleep for like the first 3 days,
Right.
and especially because we had a late flight, so we got in late where everybody else had arrived early because we had delays. So now we're in late. We got to get all of this paperwork and stuff done just to go to our dormitories where everybody else is already sleeping. Then we go to bed and we get maybe a couple hours sleep. Wake up the next day and you just got so much stuff to do. You get like no sleep for like 3 days.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, that's got to be rough.
Yeah, and you're so stressed out. I didn't use the bathroom for like 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was really worried.
They were not feed. Well, one, they don't feed you enough. Right?
No, they were feeding us like crazy. It's just like
Burn so many calories too.
when you're like super stressed, your body, there's something about it you can't.
Shuts down.
Yeah,
Huh.
and you can't use the bathroom like
Wow.
properly, like number 2.
Yeah.
And them freaking boot camp guys, there was just like big old black guy. I mean, jacked, and he like did like construction. He was super intimidating, and he like had a deep voice and like talked real loud, but you couldn't really understand what he said, like was saying to you, what he said to you. So it was like ultra intimidating.
Yeah.
Cause like, what did he just say? And if I mess up, he's gonna yell
Yeah,
at
he's
me.
gonna be down your throat, right?
So
What are you doing, maggot?
yep, they call us trainees.
Trainee.
Yep.
It's not maggot anymore.
No, I think they got rid of some stuff like when they because it's a lot more like modernized now. It's not as hard as it used to be back in the day.
Right.
You know, especially because like enrollment or enlistment is on the decline.
Yeah, especially now.
Yeah, you know the only branch that has met their target for enlistment almost every single year. The Marines.
I was gonna say, if it was one of them, I would say the Marines.
Yeah, and people have theories is because like they're like known to be like one of the hardest branches, so
Right.
it's almost like a sense of pride and honor to.
Right. To serve in that one.
Yeah. Yep. But every other branch, yeah, they struggle.
Yeah. The political state in the country doesn't help either.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. And I saw something recently, like the military is like getting sued a whole bunch for that whole COVID stuff because they had like.
As well, they should too for
Yeah.
making dudes kicking them out because they didn't take the shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's like a big thing too.
That's just dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. At the time, the whole world
that
was crazy, but the second big
building?
white sign right here. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Big old building. Secret Service is in here.
Oh, really?
They are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's actually on the same floor as us, and it's got like this door with like 3 different keypads. I swear to you.
Now, is that door gonna be open today, or you?
I usually try because that's the quickest way up. If
Okay.
not, we'll take the second quickest way. But
All right.
this is how you get to the elevator.
Gotcha.
I don't know what about it. Sometimes it's closed, sometimes it's open. But
All right, sir. Have a great day.
I appreciate you, Ron.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one. Maybe I'll see you again sometime.
Oh, I'm sure you will. If you keep using rides, you will.
That's my app of choice now.
There you go.